In a country where we try to stop racism, instead we choose to have two national anthems, one for Black people and one for all the other Americans.
So why do some Black Americans opt to sing both anthems or skip the Star-Spangled Banner altogether? For starters, Lift Every Voice and Sing has been a part of Black celebrations for just as long. The Star-Spangled Banner was adopted as the U.S. official national anthem in 1931, but the NAACP proclaimed Lift Every Voice and Sing as the Black National Anthem 12 years before, in 1919. The hymn spread organically from area to area, often by school children. And there's another reason for not singing the Star-Spangled Banner. It has racist lyrics.
The Super Bowl is a moment in America where our nation should come together over its love for competition and sportsmanship, where the competitive spirit and the determination of the two best teams in football should unify us all. America has another unifier, its national anthem. It's one song that every American knows and can sing under one flag. The U.S. national anthem is not a white national anthem. It's not a Black national anthem. It's not a national anthem for any race. It is a national anthem for everyone, regardless of race. Lift Every Voice and Sing, otherwise known as the Black National Anthem, is not an anthem for which America sing under one flag. It is an anthem created for one race and one race only. Playing it at the Super Bowl epitomizes attempts to divide the nation at its core by race. I'm Armstrong Williams, live from the Super Bowl.
All right, guys, so we got to talk about a Democrat who went on to X to have a meltdown over what allegedly happened at the Super Bowl last night. And no, I'm not talking about the result of the Super Bowl. I'm actually talking about what happened before the Super Bowl, which is the so-called Black National Anthem, which the NFL, for woke reasons, has decided to implement into the ceremony before the game. Okay, so now apparently there are two national anthems according to the woke revolutionary. Okay, the actual national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, and the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, which apparently has been the Black National Anthem for a long time now, even though as a Black person in America, I've never heard of Lift Every Voice and Sing being the so-called Black National Anthem. Okay, I actually haven't even heard the song that much, but all of a sudden, after the death of George Floyd, I'm being told that as a Black person, this is our anthem. Okay, and that's the only reason that this anthem is being sung before games, is because it is a woke virtue signal that is clearly a part of the agenda to divide this country. The so-called Black National Anthem becoming something that these woke sports leagues are singing before games to try to replace the actual national anthem is a part of the George Floydification of America. One of the worst things to ever happen to this country. Okay, I've made that argument before. I will continue to make that argument. Stories like this are why I'm making that argument, that what happened to George Floyd, the aftermath of it, that is, the result of what happened to George Floyd, is one of the worst things to ever happen to this country. And this is a part of that. Okay, so with that being said, we have a Democrat congressman who is mad because Super Bowl fans apparently did not stand for the so-called Negro National Anthem. Now, those are his words, not my words, okay? He says that it is the Negro National Anthem. And he took to X to express his displeasure with the crowd not standing for what is not the national anthem. And what I find to be fascinating about this, right, is that, you know, the people that want to argue that conservatives should not be upset about the fact that they're clearly and obviously trying to replace our national anthem with another national anthem, they try to claim, well, this is a song that Black people have sung for so long. And this is not really an attempt to replace the national anthem. It's just an attempt to give Black people a national anthem to sing that's not offensive to them. Well, first and foremost, again, as a Black person, I was never offended by the actual national anthem, okay, because I understand what the national anthem stands for today, which is the freedom and liberties of all Americans, something that we have achieved as a country, despite the fact that the founding of this country was not perfect, but we have been in pursuit of a more perfect union. We will never reach that, but the pursuit of it has gotten us to the point where we are today, where I would argue as a so-called person of color or a Black person, there's not many places on the planet where you're going to have a better quality of life or more individual rights and freedoms than you do in the United States. Okay. I'm just saying, Okay, so I think that the national anthem represents all Americans. And in fact, the national anthem is one of the very few songs that brings me to tears almost instantly when I hear it. Okay, when I hear that, like, I feel it deep in my soul, right? And that's why, it does trigger me when you have people that openly disrespect the national anthem, which, hey, they have the freedom of speech to do that. But what really bothers me is this attempt to create another national anthem, the gaslighting, trying to tell people, oh, no, you just need to be okay with trying to replace the foundational traditions of this country. Okay, there's one anthem, and that anthem is for everybody. It is the national anthem. It is the Star Spangled Banner, and it will always and forever be the national anthem. I will never accept the so-called Black National Anthem replacing that, because that is the agenda. That's what they want to do. They ultimately want to replace it. They're trying to gaslight you into being okay with it, trying to tell you that you're racist if you speak out against it and say, oh, you just a racist. This is why you don't like it. No. Don't let people gaslight you into replacing the Star Spangled Banner, because that's what they're going to do, right? 50 years from now, what they want is for the Star Spangled Banner to not be sung at all, and now you have to sing Lift Every Voice and Sing, right? This is what they want to do. So we're not going to do that, right? I'm not going along with it. So with that being said, let's read about this Democratic congressman getting upset. A Democratic congressman raised some eyebrows online Sunday when he took a shot at the Super Bowl crowd in Las Vegas, saying very few fans stood for the singing of Lift Every Voice and Sing, calling it, quote, not a very pretty picture. Now, again, I mean, nobody should stand for it, right? I would actually encourage people not to stand for it, especially because the agenda is to have that become the new national anthem. And because that is the agenda, I would definitely encourage people to do that. Now, I didn't watch the opening of the Super Bowl. In fact, I didn't watch most of the Super Bowl until probably the end. I was actually in the gym, getting better at other things I feel like are more important than watching the Super Bowl. So I didn't see it, okay? So I don't know how many people actually stood up or sat down for the so-called Black National Anthem. Now, if you look at this picture right here, this image, it looks like there are quite a few people sitting down, okay? So I can imagine a lot of people probably felt the same way. It was like, hey, I'm just not going to stand for this because it's not the national anthem, and I don't think that they should stand for it. I think it's actually disrespectful to the regular national anthem, the real national anthem, to stand for a fake national anthem, so I get it, right? So, yeah, I mean, people had the right not to stand for the so-called Black National Anthem, and it's hilarious because people want to boohoo, whine, and cry about that, but yet these are the same people that argue that the right shouldn't be upset about people kneeling and sitting down and openly disrespecting the real national anthem. Again, ain't it funny how that works, right? These people are boohoo, whine, and cry, hey, you sitting down for the Black National Anthem. These are the same people that told us we shouldn't be upset. People sit down for the real national anthem. Again, it's amazing how that works. Known colloquially as the Black National Anthem, Grammy winner Andra Day performed the song as part of the pregame festivities for the Super Bowl between the Kansas City Chiefs and San Francisco 49ers. Quote, very few stood for Lift Every Voice and Sing. Rep. Steve Cohen, a Democrat from Tennessee, wrote on X, quote, the Negro National Anthem, not a pretty picture of a Super Bowl crowd. Cohen represents a majority Black district in Western Tennessee. Now, again, there's a funny story behind this guy, and I'm going to tell you guys that in a minute. But let's continue to read here. Day's rendition of the song drew cheers at Allegiant Stadium. Cohen's tweet drew attention online, and the Democrat responded to his critics in the moment. One told him he should only stand for one national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. But Cohen wrote back, quote, I stand for both, and in Memphis most do. Another told him, quote, American National Anthem by Francis Scott Key, quote, doesn't see color. Dems have been the front line in dividing this country with race wars. Facts. Facts. This is exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to divide the country. Quote, well, I honor our national anthem and respect it as representing our country and in our pride in it. Cohen replied, well, no, you don't, because if you respected it, you wouldn't be demanding that people stand up for a national anthem that's not the real national anthem. However, if you look at the history and some of the verbiage, it does relate to slavery and not in a questioning manner. Oh, I don't give a damn. I don't care, right? I don't care. Okay. Cohen replied to others who made crude remarks about his ex post as well. The decision to perform the song at this year's Super Bowl stirred debate on social media, although it's been an annual occurrence at the big game since the 2020 season amid the league's renewed emphasis on racial justice causes. Yeah, so again, ever since George Floyd, okay? George Floyd is the reason why this is happening. This is a part of the George Floydification of America, the worst thing that ever happened to this country. Critics have said the nation has only one true national anthem and serves only to divide races further. I mean, that's true, right? If you're black and you feel like the regular national anthem doesn't represent you, then I don't know, maybe you should go to a place where you feel like their national anthem does represent you. I'm just saying, I mean, I'm just keeping it 100, right? Instead of trying to change everything up for you or to try to have multiple national anthems, which again defeats the purpose of having a national anthem. I don't know, man. Maybe Liberia, right, is a place that might, be more welcoming, right? It might have an anthem that is more in touch with what you're looking for, right? More inclusive, so to speak, right? Rep. Matt Gaetz of Florida wrote on X about a conversation he had with his wife about why they weren't going to watch the Super Bowl. Quote, they're desecrating America's national anthem by playing something called the Black National Anthem, he wrote. 1619 Project founder Nicole Hannah-Jones hit back at critics last month by saying the, quote, white national anthem is already played. Yeah, I mean, there's no such thing as a white national anthem, okay? The national anthem is the national anthem for everybody. And again, it's these people, the race hustlers of America, that profit from this constant division, pushing this on this country, right? This is what she's doing. This is her job. Her job is to just make things up and claim that the Star Spangled Banner is for white people only when that's just clearly not the case. So with that being said, let's take a look at Mr. Cohen's tweet. They got ratioed into oblivion. As you can see here, only 1K retweets with 7.1K replies. And he's getting lit up in the reply section here. This person says, why would we stand? It is a song meant to divide white people and black people. It's sad because we all used to come together for sports. We were all Americans then. Notice my phone capitalizes black, but not white. Yeah, that is, again, one of those, subconscious things they try to do to push the agenda. It's utterly racist and divisive to promote different national anthems for different races. I've never been to the country of Negro. Could you point that out on a map? Yeah, this is why I said Liberia, right? Because Liberia, I think will be the next closest place, okay, in Africa that, these people who hate the national anthem can go to if they want to go to a place where, I don't know, you have people there that may be somewhat related or close to black Americans, right? I'm just saying, if that's what they want to do, stand up and worship your black overlords. The national anthem is for all. The other, whatever it is, it's specifically to be divisive and has no place among those that would move past racist division. Well, they don't want us to move past that, right? They want us to keep arguing about this because it's profitable. Because it's not our national anthem, why would anyone stand for a song that isn't our national anthem? 160 plus years removed from the Civil War, and Democrats are still obsessed with segregation. Wow. Yeah, they haven't changed, right? These are the same people that claim that the parties have changed, right? We flipped when clearly that's not the case, okay? They're the ones still pushing racial hate and division, just like the origins and founding of their party. They haven't changed one bit. And what's hilarious here is that this is the same guy that tried to join the Congressional Black Caucus because his district is mostly black. So he represents mostly black folks. And the black people in Congress said, no, you're white. You can't join us. You can't be a part of our club, even though you are representing the interests of black people, even though your district is majority black. So again, the people that he's trying to stand up for are actually racist towards him, right? They're telling him, look, you can't join our black club, even though you are representing black people. Again, it's amazing how that works. These are the people that this guy is standing up for. Again, this is, the plight of the modern day white liberal, right? That simps for people that if they had it their way in regards to how the country was run, people like Steve Cohen would be second-class citizens. But yet he's simping and caping for these people that eventually in their ideal world want to make him a second-class citizen, right? Again, it's amazing how that works. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.